welcome to a special program of Cricket Predicta. This program is brought to you by 1xBet and Womeki Infrastructures from Delhi NCR. Today, before we get into the match between Mumbai Indians and Gujarat Titans, let's look at what happened last night. After 17 years, RCB defeated Chennai Super Kings by 50 runs at Chepauk. That is more important. Chasing a target of 197 runs, CSK's start was absolutely disastrous. Josh Hazelwood dismissed Gaikwad and Rahul Tripathi in his very first over, giving Chennai the early blow. For RCB, Rajat Patidar scored 51 brilliant runs while Tim David smashed 3 sixes of Sam Curran in the final over. In response, Rachin Ravindra scored 41 runs. More importantly, the second highest scorer was MS Dhoni. Yes, the quintessential MS Dhoni scored 30 runs at a very fast pace. In fact, but CSK could manage only 146 runs. Hazelwood took 3 crucial wickets. More importantly, we are joined by Paul Dinett, who joins us from Sydney, amongst one of the very good statisticians and the thinking brain behind the game. Paul, welcome to the show. At a time when wicket keepers go up the order, Dhoni is proudly demoting himself and promoting himself down the order. But what do you make of the overall situation?
The glorious uncertainty of sport. I think we all got our predictions wrong. We all said that it was all going to be about spin in the game. Ashwin and Jadeja combined for only 5 overs. And it was RCB's the quicks. It was Josh Hazelwood, Bhuvi Kumar and Yash Dale who really strangled CSK. And, you know, the first win for RCB at CSK since 2008 when I had hair, the last time they won there. And the fact is, no one's talking about it because across social media, up and down, and I've been guilty of this myself, everyone's just saying, why did Dhoni bat at number 9? And I think it's a pretty good point. You know, if he was struggling and it was just kind of a glorified retirement run, well, I wouldn't agree with that, but I could kind of understand it. But I still think he is playing almost as well as ever. You know, you just saw that stumping where he got out Phil Salt with those fast hands. That was worth the price of admission alone for the CSK faithful. But the fact that when he did come out, yeah, he played himself in for a couple of balls, but then 39 out of 16. I've done some stats that across the last year's IPL and this year's, for players who scored 100 runs or more, he has the second highest strike rate in the entire competition. Only Jake Fraser-McGurk is higher up. So speaking of higher up, that's what MS Dhoni needs to be in the batting order.
Paul, thank you for that lovely insight. I just want to ask you, and very curious to know, Shubman Gill has scored over 1,000 runs and his average is 61 in this very same ground. What do you make of the overall Shubman Gill phenomena against the Mumbai Indians tonight?
Oh, without question. I mean, you look at the GT lineup and Shubman Gill is the number one biggest concern for any opposition, but it has to be more than just him. You know, Joss Buttler, one of the greatest T20 players of all time. He has to have a big season for Gujarat. I cannot understand why Glenn Phillips is so unfavoured by the IPL teams. I thought I was the only one saying this. The fact that he was on the bench last game, having spent the entirety of last season on the bench for SRH. I was pleased to see Harsha Bhogle saying it as well, that he thinks that he's a really underrated player. I'd have him in the side in place of Shafane Rutherford. I thought that he was a little bit disappointing in their first outing. Good player, big hitter, but I'd be getting Glenn Phillips in there. But to circle back, yeah, Shubman Gill by far their biggest threat.
Paul, help us understand about the pitch here, because out of 36 matches played here, only 10 times the team batting has scored over 190 runs. Do you see it as a high runs feast, or do you see it like a 250, 230, 240 kind of a pitch right now? Your views?
Yeah, well, I mean, in the era of the impact sub, expecting a high score is a pretty safe bet. I kind of like the impact sub. It gets a lot of criticism and there are a lot of people saying they've got to get rid of it. I'm all for it. I find it really entertaining. Look, the forecast is interesting as well. That it's hot apparently in Gujarat at the moment, but it's going to cool down substantially, relatively anyway. So the conditions for dew, albeit it's very, very finicky to predict dew with accuracy, they do look like they are good conditions for dew, which can make the high scoring even higher because the team batting second can really launch, although they are with the ability to change the ball after 10 overs. Hopefully that can be mitigated against a little bit. But we saw massive scores at Ahmedabad in the first game of the IPL, and you'd be a brave person to bet against that in this game.
Anil, you've seen Rohit Sharma from his early days. What do you make of Rohit Sharma's duck in the previous game? Do you think he's going to come back, bounce back? Do we see more of his trademark shots in the match today?
Sunil, you are talking about Rohit Sharma's form. Just one game, he will be back. He's a big player, and you will see his short arm pull very soon. And sixes on offside. And once he starts, I think there will be a good start for Mumbai. And power play is very, very important in this tournament because all the teams are targeting 65 to 70. That's how teams are reaching beyond 200 in this tournament, and that strike rate has improved for all the players, all the teams, and I think Rohit will match that very soon. And once he's in flow, I think he can change entire game. He can set the tone for Mumbai Indians in the beginning.
Well, this is an exciting battle between two of the old time warlords. One is Joss Butler and the second is Trent Bolt. Uh, there has been an equal note so far, but interestingly, Bolt hasn't dismissed Butler in the IPL, in the entire IPL. What do you make of this two high decibel voltage problem between the two players?
This Butler Bolt fight will be very interesting, and Butler is playing at number 3. I think he should open actually, according to me, because he also needs some time. He is a player who initially takes few balls to get a go, and once he can play longer and he can make a real impact on the batting setup, and he can be very destructive later in the inning because initial overs maybe he will take few balls, and then he has a style of scoring big, so he can be dangerous against Mumbai. Mumbai should be careful about him.
Now, this is yet another battle, the face-off between Shubman Gill and Deepak Chahar. Well, it seems to be a very intensive battle between the two. Do you think Shubman Gill is going to crack the code of Chahar's bowling?
Chahar is bowling well. He did well in the last game, and he's a good swing bowler. And these swing bowlers, they can get out any player. But luckily, Gill also in good form, so it will be very healthy and very competitive fight between two. And Chahar is not playing for India nowadays, so he'll be trying to prove it that he is missing Indian team. So he'll put every effort against Gill and all other batsmen. So we'll be waiting how Gill handle Chahar, because Chahar is a swing bowler, and swing bowlers can get you out with the white ball, especially first 2-3 overs. So Gill should play him carefully. It will be an interesting fight between two.
Thank you, Anil. Let's shift our focus to another swashbuckling innovator of the game, Suryakumar Yadav. Yes, the battle between Suryakumar Yadav's lap shots and Siraj's high decibel aggressive glare onto the top order and the middle order. What do you make of this battle between the two, bowler and the batter?
He is a T20 specialist, and he can be really destructive for Gujarat. But again, Siraj also in the bowling team of Gujarat, so he can also do well with his Yorkers, with his pace and surprising bounce he gets sometime. So another bowler to watch and another batsman to watch, because Surya can be really dangerous for Gujarat. So all these fights between few players, and remember, Sentinel also is a key factor for bowling, because spinners are really doing well in Indian conditions, and you have seen in Champions Trophy also he is in good form, and he can bat also a few runs in later order. So Sentinel is another player to be watched. It should be a good game.
Well, we are joined by CM Gautam, who's a former IPL player who played for Mumbai Indians as well. He was a part of the dugout, not only for one team, but more than one teams in the IPL. He knows a thing or two about the game pressure and the home pitch advantage. Gautam, my first question to you, and that goes on from yesterday's match, is there something called the home advantage? Because yesterday we thought that it was difficult to breach the fortress of Chennai in Chennai.
Absolutely, Gujarat Titans have done really well against Mumbai Indians in the past. But having said that, it's a fresh season, and both the teams have lost the first game. So both the teams might be eager to win the first game. So it's going to be a cracker of a game. Both the teams have a good batting lineup, and especially Mumbai Indians. They have some explosive batsmen in Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, and at the top Rickleton and Rohit Sharma. And the bowling is slightly on the weaker side, both the teams put together, except Rashid Khan for Gujarat Titans and Mumbai Indians. It has to be Bolt and Deepak Chahar. So I expect a high-scoring game at the high-scoring venue. Even the last game, if you look at it, Punjab had put on a big total, and even Gujarat Titans nearly chased down the target. So having said that, the dew factor might be one of the reasons to bat second, and it's going to be a cracker of a game and good wicket to bat on. So I expect a team whoever wins the toss to bowl first and chase down the target. And even the record at the Modi Stadium favors the batting second. So it's going to be a cracker of a game, and both the team are like looking desperately for their first win of the season. So I would say Gujarat might cross the line, but you never know with Mumbai Indians. When all the batsmen are in the mood, no one can stop them. So it'll be one hell of a game today.
Right, Gautam. Well, this is the second question and very important as well. The stats say that 56% of the team rate for the teams chasing at the Narendra Modi Stadium seem to have an upper edge and the upper hand on this particular field. Do you think the team winning the toss will opt for field?
I think according to stats, 56% of the team batting second have won matches at the Modi Stadium. That is largely because of the dew factor. But having said that, even if you bat first, there are chances of winning a game. It's not like when you chase, you'll win all the time. Even in the first game, when Punjab Kings batted first, they batted exceedingly well. And that is because due to a good batting wicket at the Modi Stadium, it's always been a high-scoring venue. And of course, the dew plays a role in T20 cricket. And especially this season, the BCCI have come with a suggestion of changing the ball in the second innings after 10 overs. So that can be a handful to the bowlers, you know. Even in the last game when the spinners were bowling, there was a little bit of help. So changing the ball makes a lot of difference in the second innings. That is because the ball gets it becomes like a soap literally when the dew comes onto the field. So changing the ball will make bowlers' life a little bit easier, I feel. And you can always see the teams bowling second, making the spinners bowl after 10 overs. That is because of the ball, the old ball, so that it's easier to grip and spin the ball. So I think it will be a good contest, irrespective of who wins the toss today, I feel.
Well, out of the 37 matches played here at the Narendra Modi Stadium, Pacers have taken 191 wickets, whereas the spinners have taken 96. Now, do you think there is a great imbalance between the Pacers and the spinners, and will this trend continue tonight? Will the Pacers will have an upper edge?
Yeah, medium pacers have done well at the Modi Stadium. That is largely because of the kind of wickets they have. They have a red soil wicket and a black soil wicket. So whenever they give that red soil wicket, so if you go to the western part of the country, a lot of cricket has been played on the red soil wickets, so which has like a good carry for the fast bowlers. So obviously when you bend your back, you get some punches out of the wicket. So that is the reason why the fast bowlers have done well in the IPL playing at the Modi Stadium compared to spinners. So I think if you really bend your back and if you bowl well, I think you will get a lot of punches. And the bounce has been like very, very good. If you see the number of sixes being hit in the sides of the ground, it's been quite a lot. Even Shreyas Iyer, when he was batting in the last game, hit quite a few sixes in the leg side boundaries. So that is because of the bounce. So I think there will be a lot of carry and there will be initially a little bit of swing. So whoever uses the swing
will pick up a lot of wickets. So that is one of the reasons why medium pacers have done well at this venue.
Thank you, Gautam. We're joined by Tos Rizvi, one of the most prolific writers of the Maidans from Mumbai, and he has a keen eye on the new talent and what's happening in the field of stats. Tos, welcome to the show. At Narendra Modi Stadium, captains who've lost the toss have won the game by 53%. Do you think toss is slightly losing its significance in the overall T20 part and the T20 scenario?
I think 53% to 47%, it's not a big margin, it's a very slight margin. But I think any team that bats second has that advantage, because it's very difficult to grip the ball, as we might have spoken earlier. It's very difficult to grip for the spinners. Seamers can have it easy, but when it comes to spin bowlers, tweakers, it's difficult. So it's easier to bat second while chasing down the target. However, it doesn't mean that one cannot choose to bat first and score big runs, which we saw in the last game between Punjab and Gujarat. Punjab posted a big total, while Gujarat was almost there, like it was like above 200. So I think team that wins the toss gets the advantage to choose whatever they want to, especially bat second. But then team that loses the toss, their win percentage is higher, which is quite interesting. And I feel the team that lose today, that is Mumbai, I hope they lose the toss today and gets to win the match.
Well, talking about Gujarat's bowling, it's very important to know that bowlers like Rashid Khan is not in a good form, and Siraj don't look impressive at all in this match. In such a scenario, Gujarat's bowling seems to be the weak link. Do you believe this is the weakest bowling side in the IPL, or is it just one bad game for Rashid Khan, who may come back sooner than later?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's something very, very something to worry about for Gujarat Giants if they want to, make it to the playoffs. Because this is just the start of the season. I wouldn't want to judge exactly what Mohammad Siraj is doing. Yeah, he conceded a lot of runs in the last game. Rashid Khan too did not get the wickets. But these are big players. They can come back anytime. Especially Rashid Khan, somebody who's got a lot of experience, who's got a lot of confidence, who's got the skills. While Mumbai Indians, I believe they might have lost the game against Chennai Super Kings in the first match, but they have a very good lineup, especially Trent Bolt, an experience and a old war horse, somebody who's got that advantage of bowling left arm pace, who can get the ball back in. And then you have Deepak Chahar, who operates very well with the new ball, swings both ways. And then you have New Zealand captain Mitchell Santner. So it's a good combination. I think they have Mumbai Indians are much more stronger when it comes to bowling. But yeah, Gujarat will be playing at home. So I think bowling wise, Mumbai Indians might be having that advantage. But Gujarat playing at home, Mohammad Siraj and Rashid Khan might come good.
Well, Taos, the comparison between two star pacers, Trent Bolt and Mohammad Siraj from GT, looks like quite an even balance. What is your take on when you do a comparison between the two fast bowlers from the opposition side?
Yeah, it's a good contest between these two guys, Trent Bolt and Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj is not in good form, but Trent Bolt, he's an experienced lad. I mean, somebody who's played throughout, and he's back at playing for Mumbai Indians. Narendra Modi Stadium being a pacer-friendly attack, hope it helps these two pacers. But I believe Mohammad Siraj is not looking convincing right now. He's struggling with the line. He's giving away those runs. He's not getting the wickets. While Trent Bolt, he's an experienced customer. He's got that perfect line. He can pitch the ball in the right areas. He knows exactly. He knows how to pitch the ball in the right areas. He can get those top order wickets. He's got that knack of bringing the ball back in against the top order batsmen, the right-handers especially. So Shubman Gill will have to worry. It's more of a a contest between Shubman Gill and Trent Bolt rather than Mohammad Siraj and Trent Bolt, because Mohammad Siraj is out of form. I don't know whether it's very crucial for him to get back into form right now. He's not getting he's not getting wickets for India. He's not getting wickets here as well. If this form continues for Mohammad Siraj, he'll be out of the playing 11 as well. So let's hope he gets back. But it's going to be interesting to watch out how this left-arm pacer Trent Bolt performs while Mohammad Siraj. Can he get back into the groove with that his crucial ball that gets him wicket, the ball that comes in? It will be an interesting contest between the two pacers.
Well, that's what you've heard. The champions of the game who've joined us today. You've heard Paul Dennett, who spoke about very important factor of MS Dhoni, who's got a better strike rate or at number 2 last year. We're also talking about the way the toss is going to play, the matchups between the two fast bowlers, and also the top order batting. Well, that's all we had time for. This is Sunil Yashkalra signing off from the Marbella Resorts in Sharjah, talking about IPL. Don't go anywhere else. We'll be back after a short commercial break.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.